Bitcoin and Ethereum. What's its next move? Let's find out in the chart, shall we? Wow, Bitcoin is never a dull day, man. We saw Bitcoin on the weekend break down, right? Break down from a symmetrical triangle. We thought it was a down and out. Even created like an M pattern that has confirmed here, right? Which I missed. But look at that. It's coming right back at it, ignoring all the signs that we're going to be breaking down. So, is Bitcoin going to continue breaking higher and head up to $70,000 like we're all looking for? Or is it going to, head back, break down, back down and head even lower, even below the $50,000 mark? So we're going to talk about that and more in today's episode. So it's going to be an exciting show. Make sure that you watch all the way to the end. We got information about why my $1.2 million Bitcoin call is getting closer and closer to becoming reality. Oh man, even though, yeah, I know, we're only at 57,000, you're gonna have to calm down, right? But no, it's exciting, man. It's an exciting space. I mean, where else can you go, right? Where if you made 100% on your money in dollars, that you actually did badly in 1 year. If you made 100% on your dollars in 1 year, you did badly. You did poor. That was garbage. You needed like 5x was still garbage, right? You needed like 10 to 20x. Only in the crypto space can you see that, right? Where those numbers 10 to 20x in dollars terms is actually a good number. Wow. Well, anyways, I'm here joined with my name is Davinci Jeremy, and I'm here joined with Inti Campos.
Good morning, people. How are you today?
Oh man, how was your weekend, Inti? Man, it was. Did you watch the market?
No, I didn't. I did not watch the market. Sadly, it was a very relaxing weekend. I just disconnected from everything, got in touch with myself, and came back recharged and ready for everything.
All right, awesome. Yeah, well, you know what? There's a lot of things to look at, man. The market is like up and down like crazy. So it's really hard to see it where this thing is going to go on a shorter time frame. But we all can see, if we look back, we step back, we see where the big picture is. We have the Fed printing money. We have corporations coming in, putting this on their balance sheet like crazy. So we know its direction eventually. All right, with that said, we're going to be heading to the charts. But before we do that, Inti's got a few words to say.
Yes. As always, people, it's worth reminding that this video is for entertainment purposes only, and this is not financial advice. Please do your own research before putting any of your hard-earned money on the market. Now, Davinci, let's bring it on.
Okay, let's bring it. Okay, well, as you can see, right, we are, like, I moved this trend line. Let me just delete this first, and then click this arrow, this crosshairs, and you can see I moved this trend line because I was like, I was not really happy with it. You know what? Maybe I should move it a little bit further down, right? Because it's like so that it actually touches those candles, and it broke a couple of candle bodies again. This trend line has more touch points, and then it looks like it's the most accurate trend line. And you can see that we kept trying to fail through that trend line here, right? Because if we zoom out, right, you can see this trend line is like has a whole lot of touch points here in the back history. So we have to assume that one is correct. This one, the top one, I'm not too happy with. I wouldn't be surprised if we come up to the right about the $60,000 mark, fail through that, and come back to this trend line once again to spook everybody, because I really don't think this trend line matters, right? And you know what? I'm going to actually delete it because I keep trying to draw it, and I don't see anything that's solid coming through on this trend line. So I'm going to get rid of it. I'm just going to say, forget it. It doesn't matter. Right, and maybe we'll get another touch point. I don't know. We'll see. I think it doesn't matter, in my opinion. So I think that we have a clear trend line here. And this is the AB equals CD, of course, this orange one here. So it takes us up to all the way to the 72,000 almost. and it's the most likely trajectory. You can see this is where we're going to enter in a bot trade. We have like 3 lows now. If you don't know what the bot trade is, we have it. I have it posted in my Telegram group. You're gonna have to just join the Telegram group. Of course, the sale is over, so you missed out if you did not join before the sale. If you want to get some perks, we're not having another sale until sometime in May on Pandora's Wallet, but we will. Oops, hang on a second. I know that the sale is supposed to be off there, but I think it should be corrected now. There you go. So we will actually have some sort of giveaway in in the April timeframe. So look out for that. If you want to hold off for a subscription, or you could always just buy 1 month and then next month buy a little bit more, so that you participate in our plans for the April timeframe. All right. With that said, yeah, it looks like we are most likely, obviously, Bitcoin is headed higher, but question is, right, is this thing going to break down? Well, honestly, if we break the lower this area here, right here, if we break this candlestick, but really it doesn't matter whether we break this one or this one, it's game over, right? 55,890. Right, or what is the other one here? 55,500. What's the $300 between friends, right? If it breaks any of those two numbers, I think we could say, with some assurances, that this thing is coming to visit the 200 period moving average on the 4 hour, and then we have to reassess from there at that point, right? So this is going to be the target should this thing break down. You could also say, well, you know what? If we get a 4 hour close here, try saying if we get another 4 hour close below the trend line, I think it's done as another option. You could always, short this thing. Should we get another 4 hour close below this trend line at this point, it's clear that, hey, we can't break this trend line again, or it's game over basically for a little while, and we have to reassess Bitcoin for a little bit, and probably it's still going to go to 70,000, right? The question is, we have when, right? It's just going to take a little bit longer, right, to get there, and that's all right. That's all right. I know that most of you guys were like, "No, man, we need it now." I'm so used to having high gains, crazy gains, right, in Bitcoin all the time, right? I need it right now. We all are so used to that, right? Okay. Anyways, let's head over to Ethereum. And you can see Ethereum, right? I don't like the fact that it's testing this lower part of the range here too often. This green box is a deadly zone. We've tested again, and somehow we held off. The buyers held off the sellers quite nicely, which is quite impressive. We're creating a W there. You can see that if we go down to a shorter time frame, we're creating a nice little W-ish pattern here. We're actually, look at that. We've already broke out of a smaller one. I think there's a bigger one in the sense of right here. Let me just point it out. There's even bigger one right here, which I think it's clear that, hey, you know what? If this one fails, right? If this fails, oops, let me just redraw that, because I think it's if we take the bigger ones like here, right? If that fails, right, I don't see us holding up here. I think this is gonna break down heavy. There's just too many times that we've tested the support zone way too often, and it can't hold out much longer, because the buyers are probably getting exhausted here holding the line. I don't see them having much firepower left. But once we break higher, right, of course, we're probably gonna screw the shorts, and they're gonna have to buy back hard and pump this thing really hard. And of course, there's gonna be buying begets more buying from the public, so we're gonna see this thing really pump. I think Ethereum, when it goes right, it just goes, and don't be surprised, right? Don't be surprised if the side buyers do give up. They might retreat just below the stop runs, and then run this thing, and then start running this thing higher, right? Because we've seen this time and time again with Ethereum, where it goes, yeah, excuse me, where we see this time and time again where Ethereum goes, yeah, we're going down, and then it doesn't, and then it just takes off higher. So is it going to do that this time? We'll have to wait and see. I would not bet on that. I would think you'd have to accept what happens. We have a clear W. Don't try to go, oh, you know what? I'm going to set my buy order down here. That's not a good idea, right? Just you have to accept the losses should this not play out, and that's it. And then just retry again once we come back down here and look for a trading plan to get you in the trade. And don't bother with that. I'm just saying that, you know what, I wouldn't be surprised if that happens. So if that happens, right, you have to say, you know what you do, right? You're going to assume that that's going to happen, and you have to trade this, right? Because traders got to trade, right? You have to trade this W. And then if it fails, right, you accept the failure, and and then you reset. You just reset. That's it. You let go. You don't dwell on it, and that's that. That's how you become a professional trader in the market, right? You consistently enter the market with your trading plan, and that's about it. Okay. Let's head over to today's news, right? But before we do, right, remember we're doing this show live. Inti is there watching the chat room. Right now, we have a nice live chat room. I can show you right here that people are leaving their questions, asking questions, and so forth. And if you want to be a part of that, you can do that by subscribing to the Pandora's Wallet or heading over to also DaVinciJ15.com and subscribing there as well and getting Pandora's Wallet for free. And also, you could also purchase the DJ15 token. And which we just burnt, if you missed out, we burnt like over 2 million, valued approximately $550 million, right, on March 19th, 2001. So that was a good fun party. And if you missed that, well, you're gonna miss out because we are about to give away right now one DJ15 token to some of my people who have left a comment and with an address. So right now, let's see here. There wasn't too many people. I'm going to offer it to 3 people. And so I'm going to do that right now. Let's do it right out live on the show. This guy right here. Thank you. Ashley Cooper, right? He's left a comment, and he's going to get some DJ15 tokens right now. All right, let's just do that right here. I'm going to hit send and put it in here. Oops, Control V. And I'm going to send one DJ15 token to him. Wow, that's crazy. $20 for the transaction. That's insane. Wow. Okay, well, I'll do it fast and send. There you go. Confirm. And let's do 2 more. All right, let's see here. Who else has left a comment with their ID? And hopefully they left it with a solid ID. Not ID, but address. There we go. There you go. You're getting some DJ15 tokens. Like one whole DJ15 token absolutely free. And you know what? If you missed out on that, right? There's still a way for you to get some bonuses, right? Let's see here. I can't. Did I hit send? Yes, I did. Okay. Send. If you want to win a free Bitcoin, all you have to do is stay subscribed. If you've already subscribed, right? And on my birthday, I'm going to be giving away one free Bitcoin to somebody who's been, diehard, of course, commenting on my channel and so forth. All right, let's get on with the news for today. Scaramucci says more companies should be holding Bitcoin on their balance sheet. Now, who's this Scaramucci guy, right? Well, it turns out he was part of the former White House communications director and hedge fund and founder, and he's telling that people, hey, you got to put Bitcoin on your balance sheet because we're gonna print. Duh. And then we have we have the plan B. He has to redo his model, right? Because he realized that I made a mistake, right? I didn't know that this many people was going to be buying Bitcoin. And now it's not 100,000 as the top. It's 500. It's $500,000 is where he's expecting this model to go up to as the minimum. And you can see on his models it always goes a little bit higher. So we might head as high as $1 million. And who knows? He might adjust his model once again before the end of this year. I mean, look, it's like 10x from where we are. His model has been adjusted at $500,000. Like incredible. Then we have Kraken's Dan Hell saying, 1 million, man. In this cycle, easy 1 million. So it's lining up to my $1.2 million call as the days go by. So when a friend of mine called me up and asked me, Davinci, I could afford $60,000 to throw at Bitcoin. Should I get one? Right? What do you think I said to him, Inti?
You said yes.
Of
course.
Yeah, it's a no-brainer, right? He's still got a 10x move from here, right? At minimum, based on the what's it called, the Plan B's stock to flow model, and that stock to flow model is like a minimum, not the minimal height, and it always goes a little bit higher. So anyways, remember, Bitcoin's real, Bitcoin's here to stay, and you need to be a part of it. So thank you for watching. Cheers.
Bye.